It's a duet with you.
Buenos tardes, mi amigos y amigas. Mi nombre Esteban Glenn, and that exhausts my knowledge of the Spanish language. Good to see you this afternoon. Thank you for dropping by as afternoon quickly turns into evening. We have a non-conference interstate matchup for you. This should be fun. The University of the Ozarks Eagles coming off a very successful road trip in the state of Texas as they swept all 3 games on the road. They are back home this evening to face the orange-clad Hendrix Warriors. This is a non-conference game this year. I understand next year that changes. I understand they're joining our league next year. Or they're coming to our league. So this will be a conference game come next season. The Eagles out getting warmed up for this ball game. On the hill for the Eagles will be number 31, Yasir Camaño. We have seen him pitch well before. Yasir is a right-handed pitcher. He's a sophomore from Panama City, and he takes the mound. Yasir has an overall mark of 1-1 on the year. Earned run average at 10.81. Now, before you say, well, that's not real good, remember, these are aluminum bats. 10.81 is actually kind of respectable. It's a little different ball game when you're playing with the metal. We welcome you to Lonnie R. Qualls Field at the University of the Ozarks. And before we have the first pitch for this evening's game, the University of the Ozarks Athletic Department would like to thank the following corporate sponsors for their support of UO Athletics: Arvest Bank, the Hampton Inn, RJ Roofing, Sonic, Holiday Inn Express, University of Arkansas Medical Center, and Woodson Morgan Motor Company. This is Yasir's final warm-up pitch. Well, okay, he's got one more. I miscounted. I'll warn you, that will not be the last time I miscount in this game, too. My name is Stephen Glenn. It's a joy to bring you these ball games. I've had a good time my first year as the baseball announcer for the University of the Ozarks on the live stream. And we are ready to get this ball game started.
Take it back. Leadoff hitter number 3, Zane Nolan.
Right fielder Zane Nolan will lead the ball game off for Hendrix. He'll be followed by Drake Job and Owen Shaw. Nolan hits from the left side. On the year, he has compiled a .333 batting average. Bats with a slightly open stance. Yasir works out of the stretch at all times. The right-hander has his first pitch on the way. Called strike, and we are underway. That pitch started outside. Nolan gave up on it, and the ball curved back over and caught the outside corner. Camaño's next pitch. Same thing, same result, strike 2. Would he throw him a third one? Why not? Maybe start this one a little further off the plate and see if you can catch the corner. That's where the catcher, Britton Smith, sets up. Swung on, ground ball towards second base. Kuhn with a dive, but it goes under the glove, and it is a clean base hit. Trying to stretch it to second, and he'll get there. Zane Nolan hustling out of the box. Stretches the single to a double. And that's the way the Warriors want to start this game.
Second base, number 46, Drake Job.
Drake Job will be the hitter. I was watching Nolan coming out of the batter's box, and he was running hard the whole way. He was thinking double. Makes me wonder if maybe Hendrix doesn't have a scouting report on the outfielders. First pitch to Job taken for a ball. Already the Warriors have a runner on second base. The sun could matter in this game. It's being the eyes of the right fielder, first baseman, and second baseman. Curveball, check swing, but he went around. Evens the count at a ball and a strike. Job is a .361 hitter, right-hander. Puts that back foot right on the batter's box. 1-1 pitch. Taken over but low. 2 balls and a strike. We are just underway as we pass the 6 o'clock hour in Clarksville, Arkansas. We appreciate having you here today. Good day for baseball, too. 2-1 pitch. Low and in the dirt. 3 balls and a strike. Owen Shaw will be the next hitter. And Ian Guthrie would follow him. Second baseman plays this hitter a step toward the bag to kind of keep Nolan close. 3-1 offering. Taken, ball 4. First 2 base runners reach the game for Hendrix. Owen Shaw is the next hitter. Owen wears lucky number 13.
Left fielder number 13, Owen Shaw.
Owen is a senior outfielder. He's from Highland Village, Texas. He squares to bunt, pulls the ball back, but the pitch catches the corner for strike 1. I confess, I don't know where Highland Village is. That's okay. Texas is a big place. 2 on. 0-1 pitch. Again, the bunt is shown, but this time Shaw gets it back, and it's called ball 1. First baseman May playing in for the bunt, as is Bradley at third. 1-1 pitch. On the way. Again, a bunt, and he deadens it very well. Bradley will only have 1 play. He's got to hustle to get that. He is safe at first. That's where batting out of the left-hand batter's box got the batter Shaw to the base. Second hit of the inning is an infield single.
Catcher number 10, Ian Guthrie.
And Shaw will camp at first base. That's 2 extra bases. The speed of the Warriors have gotten them here in the first inning. No score in the ball game, but Hendrix is knocking on the door. Bases loaded, nobody out. Camaño trying to battle out of a jam. His first pitch taken low end outside to the cleanup hitter, number 10, Ian Guthrie. Ian Guthrie is the catcher. He is a graduate transfer student out of Austin, Texas. 1-0 pitch. Curveball catches the zone, evens the count at a ball and a strike. Eagles could use the strikeout here, or you'd even take the double play ball if you could get it. Bases full of Warriors. 1-1 pitch from Camaño, swung on, driven down the left field line, but foul. Guthrie out in front of it, pulled it foul. Made good contact. A ball and 2 strikes. Again, Camaño would like to get the strikeout here. He's going to try to do it with an outside pitch. Here it comes. It was outside. That's pretty much where Smith wanted him to throw it, to see if they could get, well, probably 2 purposes with that pitch. They'll see if Guthrie would go for something out of the zone. They changed where he's looking outside. Gives you a better chance to come back inside if that's what you wish. Now Smith setting up on the outside corner again. 2-2 pitch with the bases loaded, swung on. High fly ball toward left field. Back is Townsend, and he waves goodbye. A grand slam home run to open the scoring for Hendrix. See why he hits cleanup. He got all of that one. Shaw, Job, and Nolan will score in front of him on the home run. And it is 4-0.
First baseman number 20, Sean Pope.
Sean Pope, the next batter for the Warriors. Camaño's first pitch to him, taken inside. Well, that's got to shake you up a little bit, too. Ball 1. Four nothing, Hendrix. Camaño brings it home, swung on, grounded foul of first base. And I already see stirring down in the U of O bullpen. Well, if you're Camaño here, you just pick up and go. You try to pitch the best game you can from here on and hope your offense can get you back in it. Swung on, ground ball toward the hole. Kuhn ranges to his right, fields it cleanly. Throw to first base is in the dirt, and May can't come up with it. The catcher Smith backs it up. He throws a strike to second base, and the runner will be out at second. Boy, great hustle by Britton Smith getting down and backing that play up. So the base runner Pope gets a base hit. And then he is out 3-4, I think.
2-6.
2-6. Shortstop took the throw. All right. He's down 2-6, and there's one out in the inning. Camaño's pitch taken over the inside corner for a called strike.
Designated hitter number 6, Jacob Carpentier at the plate.
Jacob Carpentier, the DH. He hits 300, bats right-handed, slightly closed stance. 4-0 Warriors. Ground ball toward short. Garcia up with it. Strong arm across the diamond, and there are 2 down in the inning. Joseph Watts, the center fielder, will step in. We've seen some speed out of the Warrior hitters already, and I would assume as the center fielder, he might be the fastest of the bunch. Joseph is a 5'9" graduate transfer from Austin, Texas. First pitch from Yasir Camaño with 2 down now. Taken outside, ball 1. 4-0 Warriors as they bat in the top of the 4th. Garcia shifts slightly towards the hole. Figured they would come inside with that, and it's in for a called strike. Count now even at a ball and a strike. Camaño brings it home. Carpentier with a high fly ball toward right field. Childs at the wall, and this is, did he make the catch? He did not. This is gone. That's the short part of the ballpark there. I said Carpentier. That was Joseph Watts with the home run. I'm sorry. For the 5th run of the ball game.
Shortstop number 19, Nick Ichinese.
Nick Ichinese, I'm sorry. And pitching coach for the Eagles is going to go to the mound. So we have a break of the action here in the first inning. 2 outs, 5 Hendrix runners home. And we'll come back in just a moment. Back.
Same guy.
We are in the top of the first inning. 5 runs across for Hendrix. 2 outs now. Ichinez, the batter. Camaño comes set, brings home the first pitch to this batter. Fastball taken for a called strike. We're having some audio difficulties here. We are working to get them straight. Second pitch to Ichinez. Check swing. Caught the corner. Strike 2. So Camaño trying to limit the damage here to just the 5 runs they have now. 0-2 pitch coming. Swung on, ground ball toward third. Bradley up with it cleanly. His throw across the diamond is on target, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. The Warriors score 5 runs. There were 5 base hits in the ballgame, and the ballgame's first inning, and nobody left on base. Eagles bat on the bottom of the first, trailing 5-0. Ready to get things going in the bottom of inning number 1. The Warriors with a 5-0 lead. To the mound for the Warriors. Their starting pitcher is number 15, Cole Joyner. Joyner is a right-hander. He's 5'8", a freshman from Houston, Texas. Bet he grew up an Astros fan. What do you think? Space City Astros is what they're going by this year, which makes perfect sense with NASA being there. And by the way, if you're looking for something interesting to do, the NASA complex, especially the Rocket Park in Houston, is very much worth the trip. It's very interesting. Even if you don't really care anything about space, the history of it is very interesting. All right, Eagles need base runners. They trail 5-0.
Connor Reed.
Connor Reed will lead things off for the Eagles. Connor will step in with a batting average of .387. Fleet-of-foot center fielder. Holds the bat up high, slightly open stance. First pitch by Joyner is taken for a ball. Mainly these midweek games, as they are non-conference, is about getting folks playing time. Next pitch. Curve taken over the outside corner. Might have been a slider, called strike. Evens the count at a ball and a strike. Yes, you want to win, but you want to get some of your guys some innings. Swung on, high fly ball toward right field. Nolan looking right into the sun, and he'll make the catch as he shades his eyes for the first down of the inning. Correction in the scoring, by the way, from the first inning. I credited the Warriors with 1 hit too many. They had 5 runs on 4 base hits.
First baseman, number 17, Colin May.
Including 2 home runs, a grand slam. Colin May grounds the first pitch he sees toward the first base Pope, over to the pitcher Joyner covering, and that is the second out of the inning. Two down. Ben Matos will be the hitter, the designated hitter. Matos, left-handed batter, takes the first pitch, fastball high, ball 1. Matos DHing today. He has played second. He sometimes plays first. Handy man you can put all over the diamond. Pitch, a called strike. Wind is blowing left to right across the diamond. Might have helped that ball that was a home run to right field. Joyner's next offering over the outside corner for a called strike. This umpire appears to have a wide zone both ways. Looks like he's giving at least 1 baseball off the black for a strike to each pitcher. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch on the way. Taken just a bit high for a ball. Good take by Matos. With a 1-2 count, that's a hard one to lay off of, but it evens the count at 2-2. Second baseman plays in short right field. Next pitch, over but low. If this were a softball game, you'd almost call him a rover. Job is 4 or 5 steps off the grass. 3-2 pitch, high fly ball lifted toward left field. Shaw comes in, calls off the shortstop, and makes the catch. Eagles with no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We will go to the top of the second inning with the Warriors leading 5-0. 5-0 Warriors with 5 runs in that first inning. I think you're going to be disappointed with that one. I don't think it writes. I think it's out of lead. Is it? Is it good? Okay, good deal. Some writing going on here in the stadium. You know it's not me. I'm illiterate. Swung on, hard ground ball toward Kuhn. He makes a dive for it, and it just eludes his outstretched glove. He timed the dive perfectly, but the ball was just hit out of his reach, so a clean single.
Right fielder number 3, Zane Nolan.
Back around to the top of the order, Zane Nolan. He started this game off with a hustle double and then scored on the grand slam home run by Ian Guthrie. 5-0, Hendrix leading. They bat in the top of the second. Guthrie's pitch bunted. No, not Guthrie, I'm sorry. Melgar picks up the ball, underhands it with the glove to first base to beat the speedy Nolan by about a half step. But Rabago will advance to second on the sacrifice.
Second baseman number 46, Drake Job.
Drake Job, the next batter, with a runner in scoring position at second base. The wind now blowing straight out to center field. First pitch is a fastball over the outside corner. Runner at second. Melgar brings it home. Curveball, change speeds on it. Ball lifted toward Townsend in left field. It's going to fall for a base hit. And leadoff batter Rabago will come around and score. Throw goes behind the runner at first, but he dives back in safely. So the sacrifice pays off, as Rabago is able to score in front of the base hit by Drake Job.
Left fielder number 13, Owen Shaw.
Owen Shaw will step in. He walked in his first at bat. 6-0 Warriors. Drake Job takes his lead from first. Melgar checks on him, drives him back with a pickoff attempt. He's back safely. Melgar works off the extreme right side of the pitching rubber. Looks like Job might have extended the lead a little bit. Pitch taken high. One ball and no strikes. Trouble brewing here in the second inning for the Eagles. Job takes his lead from first base, and they drive him back. He's back in safely. Melgar even throws to first base with a pickoff move from down under. May has to really stay with that ball coming over because it's going to be moving. Again, it looks like Job has a longer lead. He's outside of the cutout, and they do bring him back. They drive him home to the base. But that is the second disengagement, it's called. So Melgar throws over to first this time. He's got to pick him off or the runner gets second. 1 ball, no strikes, the count. Owen Shaw, the batter. And that pitch taken outside. Two balls, no strikes, the count. 1 out in the inning. Warriors have a runner home, and a runner on first is Drake Job. Owen Shaw had a hit in the last inning. Melgar brings it home, pitch taken outside. Boy, I think, maybe my eyes are deceiving me, but I think maybe Melgar got away with a balk there. Looks like he started into the motion and then stopped briefly and then went on through. Pitch missed for a ball. It's a 3-0 count. Job, the runner at first. He is not going. Pitch taken high for ball 4. Job goes to second on the walk. Owen Shaw at first. Ian Guthrie, who hit the ball to Lamar last time up. That ball was way gone on a grand slam home run. Be careful here. Melgar brings it home. Pitch fooled him, but it was inside for a ball. I think maybe Guthrie was digging in looking for a fastball there to really try to rip. Maybe the same thing here. 2 on, 1 out. Cleanup hitter Guthrie at the plate. Crossfire catches the corner for a strike. Good pitch there. Guthrie, Gustavo checks the runner at second, brings home the pitch. Well, that ball curved a long way and caught the corner. Good pitch. Guthrie gave up on it, and it caught the inside corner as it bent a long way. Ball and 2 strikes now with 1 out. 2 on for the Warriors. Runners lead away. Swung on. High fly ball towards center field. Not very deep. Reed camps under it. The runners are not tagging, and there's 2 outs in the inning as Reed makes the catch. So 2 outs in the inning now.
First baseman number 20, Sean Pope.
Sean Pope will be the hitter. He was retired 2-6 on an overthrow on his way to second base in the first inning. Left-handed hitting first baseman steps in. Gustavo Melgar brings it home, pitch outside for a ball. Pope will get a look at a 1-0 pitch here with 2 on and 2 out. Inside, moved him away from the plate. 2 balls and no strikes. .278 hitter Sean Pope in the batter's box, and he'll get a look at a 2-0 pitch now with 2 runners on base and 2 down in the inning. Swung on, ground ball towards short. Garcia playing there. He'll step on the base for 1, across the other for the out that wasn't needed. 1 run in the inning, couple of base hits, and I believe 1 runner left on base. And we will go to the Eagles half of inning number 2. Hendrix leads 6-0. On for his second inning of work. He has a 6-0 lead. Got to say, though, not a bad job, actually, by Gustavo Melgar getting out of that inning, having only given up the 1 run. Garcia made a nice play, and they had the defense played perfectly. If the Eagles had needed it, they'd have turned a double play. But in this league, you only have to get 3 outs. Well, what do you suppose the score of baseball games would be if you had to get 4 outs in an inning? Because, you know, terrible things happen when you don't convert an out at almost every level. Stephen Glenn here. I've been doing high school baseball all week. Had a couple of games in Pottsville.
Right fielder number 2, Tabor Childs.
Tabor Childs, the right fielder, his first at bat of the game, facing Cole Joyner. Joyner's first pitch, right-hander deals, taken over the outside corner for a called strike. Childs will look at the second offering. Check swing. Did he go around? They appealed to the first baseman. He said they did not. And as a general rule, you will never hear me project whether he swung or not, because I am always wrong on that. Always. 1-1 pitch taken, low and in the dirt. I even track that now when I watch Major League Baseball. I'm not kidding. I am wrong 95% of the time. That's why I have a microphone and not an umpire's mask. 2-1 pitch. Out of the zone, makes it a 3-1 count. Cole Joyner will bring home a 3-1 pitch, probably taking all the way. Nope, what do I know? Swung on, fouled straight back. Evens the count at 3-2. Eagles need base runners. Tabor Childs leads off. 3-2 pitch. Boy, turned that over, swung on and missed. Tough pitch to do anything with there for Tabor Childs, and he strikes out swinging.
Shortstop number 27, Rene Garcia.
Not sure what that pitch was, but it had a ton of movement. Rene Garcia will step in, switch hitting. Pitch wasted outside for a ball. If Joyner can get anything going, Langdon Townsend would hit next. Garcia in the hole, 1-2. Joyner's pitch swung on, ground ball, back up the middle, and through for a clean single. Good job of hitting by Rene Garcia there. He didn't try to do too much with it. Just sent it right back up the middle for a base hit. And the Eagles have their first base runner of this ball game and their first hit. So the Eagles looking to get something started here with 2 down in the inning.
Left fielder number 42, Langdon Townsend.
Left fielder number 42, Langdon Townsend, is the hitter. He's a 6'1 junior from Belleville, Texas. 1 on, 2 outs. Cole Joyner has his sign and brings it home. That's outside. Ball 1. If Townsend can keep the inning going, the catcher, Britton Smith, would be the next batter. Serious attempt to try to get him, but Garcia back in ahead, and again, that's the second disengagement. Doesn't mean he can't throw to first, but if he does, he's got to get the runner. 1-0 pitch. Garcia stretches his lead about a step, and the pitch taken outside. Townsend will get a look at a 2-0 pitch here with a runner on first base. 2 down in the inning. 6-0 Hendrix with the 5-run first inning to take the lead. Cole Joyner brings it home just off the outside corner for a ball. So now we kind of know where the limit of the outside corners are for the umpire. That was a bit too much, and it was a little further outside than what he has been calling. Twinkie break time in the stadium. Next pitch taken for a called strike. And I will say that was a good job of hitting by Langdon. Not every pitch that's a strike is one you want to swing on when you're ahead in the count. See if he gets something better here on the 3-1. Good take there. It's outside. And a walk will put 2 Eagles on base. Britton Smith, the catcher, right-handed hitter.
Catcher number 6, Britton Smith.
Smith has hit .255 so far on the year. Britton, 6'4", 200 pounds. He's from Cave City. He was a former caveman. Yes, that is what they call their team, if my memory is good. I've done a couple of state playoff basketball games from over there. They have a beautiful basketball facility, by the way. 2 down in the inning. First pitch coming to Britton Smith. Tried to curve and missed. And the catcher, Ian Guthrie, is going to go to the mound here. We're going to have a mound visit. The entire infield comes into the mound. Boy, there's something I don't understand about the game of baseball. Pitcher is struggling, so the catcher wants to go talk to him and settle him down a little bit. What are the other infielders doing? You're not exchanging defensive cards. We haven't changed anything. I guarantee back in the 60s, if the Cardinals had tried to do that, Bob Gibson would have told them all, get out of here. Gibson would have told them all you know about pitching is you can't hit it. 1 ball, no strike pitch. Joyner pickoff play at second. They had Garciolini, but he dives back in ahead of the tag. And no, I don't know Bob Gibson personally, but that's a story that his former catcher, Tim McCarver, has told more than once, the late Tim McCarver. Next pitch in the at-bat, catches the corner for a called strike. Evens the count at 1-1. Britton Smith at the plate. Garcia fakes the bluff. May have caught the attention of Joyner as he misses with the pitch. It would appear to me that Garcia has the attention of the Warrior starter. 2-1 pitch, 2 down in the inning, 2 on for the Eagles. We're in the bottom of the second. Swung on, ground ball foul outside of third. Give Coach Gentry an error on that play. Evens the count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. Britton Smith steps back in. He's got to protect the plate here with 2 runners on. Joyner brings it home. Well, that was a good pitch. Ground ball toward the middle, charged by the shortstop, Echenez, and his throw across the plate is good to Pope for the 3rd out of the inning. So the Eagles leave a couple of base runners on. They do get a hit in the inning, but cannot score, as that is the 3rd out. We'll go to the top of inning number 3, Warriors 6, Eagles nothing. Welcome back to Lonnie Qualls Field, part of the Wilson Athletic Complex at the University of the Ozarks. If you've not been out here to see this field and this entire complex, it's really nice. It is all artificial surface. Baseball diamonds artificial surface, the softball field also, and the soccer pitch, which is right behind us. I got to get out here and see some soccer the next year.
Designated hitter number 6, Jacob Carpentier.
About 3 or 4 years ago, my son got me into watching soccer. Jacob Carpentier will lead it off. He was retired 6-3 in his first at bat, the designated hitter. Gustavo Melgar back to the mound, and his first pitch misses inside for a ball. It'll be Carpentier, Watts, and Echenez. 1-0 pitch coming to the leadoff hitter. Taken inside, almost hit him. Makes the count 2 balls and no strikes. Gustavo works pretty quickly. Brings this pitch home. Thought it might have caught the corner, but the umpire disagreed. So it's 3 balls and no strikes. Unfortunately for Gustavo, my opinion doesn't matter. 3-0 pitch coming to the leadoff hitter, Carpentier. That's off the outside corner for a walk.
Center fielder number 5, Joseph Watts.
And in all 3 innings, the Warriors have put their leadoff batter on. They lead at 6-0. I don't know if Carpentier has speed or not. He is the DH, so you never know. Melgar brings it home, called strike 1. There he found the zone. 6 runs on 6 hits. There has been 1 error in this game. That on the Eagle defense, but it was erased on an overthrow. That pitch taken outside for a ball. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. As Carpentier leads away, Watts the batter. They check on the base runner at first, and Carpentier is back ahead of the tag. Melgar has his sign now to the left-handed hitter. Joseph Watts swung on, fouled viciously out of play to the left side. Had a pitch in a place he wanted it, but he's a little bit behind. Makes it a 1 ball, 2 strike count. Nobody out yet in this inning. There is a runner on first. That's Carpentier. He reached via the walk. 1-2 offering from Melgar. Runner bluffed to go, came back. The pitch was taken well outside and low. Britton Smith with a good job, keeping that from going to the backstop. 2 ball, 2 strike count now with nobody out. Flag in center field is whipping straight out. Just the other side of the 407 sign. Here's the 2-2 offering. Pitch taken just outside. 3-2 pitch. Nobody out. I wonder if they'll start the runner. Watts is a .330 hitter. Doesn't strike out often. And Carpentier at first. Dives back in. The Eagles thought he might have been running there. Warriors lead the Eagles 6-0. Hendrix hitting here. Top of the third. The race runner is off. Line drive toward the gap in left field. Townsend closes on it quickly and makes a very good catch. Strong throw back to the infield, but the base runner Carpentier is back ahead of the throw. But a good play in left by Langdon Townsend for the out. That ball held up on him just a little bit, and Townsend able to run it down for the out.
Shortstop number 19, Nick Echanese.
Nick Echanese, the batter. Echanese, the right-handed hitter. Melgar with 1 out, runner at first. Echanese gets a look at a curveball that catches the corner for a strike. Good pitch. And they throw to first again. Well, the Eagles believe that Carpentier is running. Carpentier played that last fly ball correctly. He did not assume the line drive was going to get down, and thus was able to get back ahead of a strong throw from Townsend. Curve ball spun just outside. Ball and a strike. Here comes a 1-1 pitch with a runner on first and 1 out in the inning. Gustavo Torres pitches outside, check swing, and he held up. 2-1 pitch coming. Joseph Watts tagged a fly ball to left field, but a good jump by Townsend, and he's able to track it down, so there's 1 out of the inning. Inning started with a leadoff walk. He's at first, swung on. That's going to be a base hit to right field. Charged hard by Childs, and they hold the runner at second with a good throw back in that hit the cutoff man perfectly, but a clean base hit to right for Nick Echanese.
That's funny. I'll try not to laugh. That cracks me. Third baseman, number 11, Austin Ravago.
Next hitter is Austin Ravago, the third baseman. Left-handed hitting, third baseman, hitting .337. 1 down in the inning, 2 runners on. First baseman May shielding his eyes from the sun. It's got to be coming right at him. First pitch, check swing, and he went around. Strike 1. You wonder how many times these hitters see a pitcher that comes from the angle that Melgar comes from. You don't see many in any level. That's got to be tough. Runners bluff, but they come back. Pitch is taken outside. Evens the count at a ball and a strike. Eagles would take a strikeout. They'd love a double play. 1-1 pitch coming. Here's Melgar's offering. Swung on, ground ball toward third. Dive by Bradley. He can't get there, but it is foul. And we'll have a 1-2 pitch now. Kudos to Clay Brandenburg, who went sprinting down the line to retrieve that foul ball. And, I mean, he was going hard. Never hurts to hustle no matter what you're doing on a baseball field, and he did. 1-2 pitch coming with 2 on, 1 down in the inning. Curveball swung on, hit and run, and it's hit perfectly. Base hit to the left side will score the base runner from second base. And it is a 7-0 lead. First of all, a good job of hitting by Rabago. He just hit it where they pitched it. The exit velocity would probably not impress you, but it was good enough to bring the run home.
Right fielder, number 3, Zane Nolan.
And back around to the top of the order, Zane Nolan. He's 1 for 1, does have a sacrifice bunt. 2 on, pitch taken high and inside for a ball. It was Nolan who got this game going well for the Warriors. He stretched a single to center field into a double. Hustle double all the way. 1-0 pitch coming with 2 Warriors on base. Swung on, line drive toward the left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Base runner rounds third, cut off, throw to home. Safe at the plate, throw to third, and the runner is out at third base. So the base runner, Ichinez, scores on the base hit.
Second baseman, number 46, Drake Job.
And then the base runner, Rabago, cut down at third on a good relay play by the Eagles. 2 runs make it 7-0, 2 down in the inning. First offering to Drake Job is taken for a ball. So the only base runner on base right now is Nolan at first. He has speed. See if they want to put him in motion on a 1-0 pitch. The Eagles think so. They throw to first. Runner is off with the pitch, throw off line, close at second, but the runner is in safely. Stolen base. We'll put another runner in scoring position. Two down in the inning, runner at second base. Torres. Pitch, line toward right field. Childs has to range well to his left, so he'll not have a play on the base runner coming in for the second run of the inning for the Warriors. Stolen base again pays off.
Left fielder, number 13, Owen Shaw.
And Coach Gentry will come to the mound. Timeout on the field. We are playing in the top of the third. Warriors lead this game as the manager comes to the mound. 9-0 is the score. The Eagles trail it. We'll be back in just a moment. New pitcher for the Eagles, Langdon Massey in the game, out of the bullpen. Langdon is 2-0 on the year, has 2 wins, ERA of 10.12. In 18 innings pitched, he's given up 27 hits, 22 runs. All but one of them have been earned runs while striking out 21 in the 18 innings. And the Eagles could use a strikeout here. Massey throws hard. Looks like he likes the slider. So Drake Job with the base hit to drive in the run. Massey has completed his warm-up tosses. Next hitter is Owen Shaw. Owen Shaw has a single and scored a run. He'll bat now with 2 down in the inning. And Drake Job, the base runner, at first. Massey wants to leave him there. First pitch. Taken outside for a ball. Warriors have 3 runs this inning. They lead this game 9-0. Massey throws to first. Might have been leaning, but able to dive back in front of the throw. Job might have been leaning the other way, but the throw does not get him. Shaw steps back in the batter's box. Hits with a slightly open stance. Langdon Massey down a ball and no strikes. Pitch taken inside, almost hit him. 2 balls and no strikes. Job leads away from first base. He has a big lead. Massey holds the ball. Now brings it home with a slide step. Misses outside. Two down in the inning. 1 runner on first base. 3-0 count to the batter, Owen Shaw. Langdon Massey facing his first hitter. Pitch in the zone, called strike. It appeared as though Shaw was taking all the way on that one. I don't think he will be here. I think if he gets a pitch he wants, he's going to try to give it a ride. They play him 2 steps as an opposite field hitter. Runner goes, throw from his knees, Smith to second base. The throw is high, and it doesn't matter as it was ball 4. Ian Guthrie will be the next hitter.
Catcher number 10, Ian Guthrie.
Big catcher is 1 for 2 in this ball game, but that one was a grand slam that got the scoring started. 2 base runners on, 2 down in the inning. Massey delivers a curveball that catches the inside corner for a called strike. Love to see pitchers starting hitters off with strikes. 0-1 pitch coming from Massey. Guthrie line drive toward the shortstop. Garcia on 1 bounce. Fires across the diamond for the 3rd out of the inning. Warriors have 4 runs, 4 base hits. They left a couple of base runners on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd. Eagles trail this game 9-0.
The River Valley for over 75 years. Come in and see the most affordable new American-made vehicle on the market, the Chevy Trax, with payments as low as $411 with 0 down. Interest rates are falling and auto loans have the most competitive rates we've seen in years. Now is the time to buy that car, truck, or SUV you've been waiting for. Come see us today at any of our 3 locations for the largest selection of used cars and trucks in the River Valley.
Our producer and engineer, Jalissa, and I are both enjoying the sounds of Michael Jackson here between innings, singing about Billie Jean. Leading off this inning for the Eagles, Joseph Kuhn, Mason Bradley, and Connor Reed. If the Eagles get the bats warmed up this inning, Colin May would be the fourth hitter. Cole Joyner has looked good in his first 2 innings of work. He pitches here in the bottom of the third. Kuhn with his first at bat.
Second base, number 11, Joseph Kuhn.
So far, Joyner has only faced 1 batter over the minimum. Kuhn, the right-hander, steps in, ready to go as Joyner brings it home. Swung on, line drive, base hit to left field. Shaw will let the ball come to him, make a good throw to second base, and the Eagles have a leadoff base hit. That's the first time the Eagles have gotten a leadoff single and gotten the first runner on.
Third base, number 29, Mason Bradley.
Mason Bradley will be the next hitter. He's the Eagle third baseman this evening. Joseph Kuhn has speed at first, and they throw behind him. He's back safely. Cole Joyner comes set right at the chest, just below the neck, brings home the pitch. Curveball for a called strike. Pretty pitch. Mason Bradley took it. Strike 1. Not a pitch you really want to offer at if you're a hitter. 0-1 pitch. Fastball. Outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Stephen Glenn here at Lonnie Qualls Field. Eagles trail this game 9-0, but we're early. We're only in the third inning. So far, Cole Joyner has looked good on the mound for the Warriors as he hits the outside corner with a 1-1 pitch, making a 2-ball, 1-strike count. Joseph Kuhn didn't let him get ahead in the count. He stepped right up and whacked the first pitch he saw into left field. He is the runner at first. 1-2 pitch coming to Bradley. Swung on, almost hit Joyner. Luckily, he got out of the way. Line drive single right back up the middle. Oh, boy, praise the Lord for quick, young reaction times. Joyner got out of the way of that one. It was smoked right back up the middle. That is very scary. Bradley with a clean base hit. And Connor Reed will be the next batter. Umpire, this is a smart play by the umpire, too. He walked out to let Joyner kind of catch his breath a little bit, make sure he's all right.
Connor Reed
went out there under the guise of checking the baseball, but let Joyner kind of catch his breath a little bit there. That's scary. 2 on, nobody out for the Eagles. Back to the top of the order, Connor Reed, who hit a fly ball to right, his first at bat. First pitch of the at bat taken inside. After that line shot right over his head, Cole Joyner is kind of impressive that could even throw the ball to the plate. I'd still be shaking. 1-0 pitch with 2 runners on. Joyner a long look at second. Now brings it home. Over but low. Ball 2. Well, if the Eagles want to put a hit-and-run play on, this might not be a bad time to do it with a 2-0 count. Pitch is on the way. Nope, nothing doing. Pitch inside and low. Probably not going to see anything like hit-and-runs or anything like that trailing 9-0. You're pretty much locked into station-to-station baseball. Connor Reed will get a look here at a 3-0 pitch. He digs in, ready. Joyner brings it home. Taking a fastball for a called strike. Don't know if he was taking all the way or if that's just not the pitch he wanted. It was over the outside corner, not a real good hitter's pitch. Joyner will bring a 3-1 pitch home with 2 on, nobody out. Now he turns to second, throws through. He did not have to make that throw. You can fake to second and third. Do that to first base and they will call the balk. 3-1 pitch now. I'm assuming Joyner will bring it home. Swung on, ground ball toward the shortstop, fields it cleanly. Throw to second for one. Throw back across the diamond, not in time. The shortstop, Ichinez, did a good job taking his time and making sure of one out. So Reed reaches on the fielder's choice.
First baseman, number 17, Colin May.
Colin May will step in with runners at the corner. As Connor Reed reaches via the fielder's choice. Here comes the first offering to him. Good stop by Guthrie. Getting dark here. Bradley, flip the light switch, brother. Pitch taken out of the zone for a ball. It is definitely getting dark here. Throw to first. Reed dives back in. May not be as dark as I think it is. These windows here could be tinted. Another throw to first. Second disengagement also results in the base runner diving back in safely. Colin May will get a look at a 1-0 pitch. They seem to think that Reed is going to be running. Another throw to first. Wasn't that his third? Maybe we're not playing with that rule. Was that not his third throw to first?
You can pick off as many times. You just can't step off.
No, that's not how the rule is explained to us. All right, well, so no harm, no foul. Pitch swung on and missed. One pitch, again a throw to first, which apparently in this game you can make unlimited throws to first. I have the rule incorrectly. Would not be the first time. Probably won't be the last. Runner May leads away. They throw behind him again. This is why I like the 2 disengagement rule. Nobody wants to watch 27 throws to first base. Cole Joyner comes set. Runners at the corner for the Eagles. One down in the inning. Hey, another throw to first. What a surprise. Well, I mean, there is some sense to this. Nothing really bad can happen as long as he can throw it from the pitcher's mound to the first baseman. Now May will get another one. The runner is going. Swung on. Line drive to third, and that's going to be an easy double play. Bad break for the Eagles there. Ball made solid contact, but the runner was off with the pitch. So for the Eagles, no runs. They had 2 base hits in the inning, and with the double play, 1 runner left on base. Top of the 4th coming. Warriors lead this game 9-0. Top of the 4th now.
First baseman, number 20, Sean Pope.
Sean Pope, the first baseman, will lead it off for the Eagles. They lead this game 9-0. A bad break in the last inning for the Eagles. They put on a hit and run, but unfortunately the batter made contact that hit it right to the third baseman. Pope lays down a bunt toward third. Bradley charges, gloves, throws, and got him. Good play. Good idea, but Bradley able to charge it and make a good throw. The first runner of the inning is retired.
Hitter number 6, Jacob Carpentier.
Jacob Carpentier, the designated hitter, will step in. He walked and scored a run back in the third. Massey's pitch taken over but low, ball 1. One-0 pitch on the way to Carpentier. He takes a fast strike over the outside corner. Evens the count at a ball and a strike. 9 runs, 10 hits for the Warriors. Eagles have no runs on 3 hits. We've played about an hour. We are in the top of the 4th. Massey brings it home. Swung on, fouled out of play to the right side. Back in my old radio days, this is where Jack Buck would warn you that he was going to pause for station identification after the next pitch. And for those of us who weren't in the control room paying attention, that was a beautiful blessing to know it was coming. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Tried for the corner but missed. Yeah, I've been blessed to listen to a lot of very good radio play-by-play announcers over the years. Jack Buck, Vin Scully. Swung on and missed. Good pitch there. Second out of the inning on the strikeout.
Center fielder, number 5, Joseph Watts.
Let's see, by the time Joe Buck joined the Cardinal Network, I didn't work for that station anymore, so I never really got to listen to him. Listened to Mike Shannon quite a little bit. Jay Randolph. First pitch taken. Catches the corner for a strike. Massey getting ahead of the hitters. Next pitch. Taken over the outside corner, strike 2. Of course, I got to listen to Harry Carey like almost everybody else. He had left the Cardinals by the time I was listening to baseball games. He was with the Cubs by then. 0-2 pitch coming. Swung on, line drive toward left. Langdon Townsend broke back. Wasn't going to make the play anyway. It was a clean base hit. The batter, Watts, kind of caught it off the end of the bat. And he reaches base for the
shortstop, number 19, Nick.
First time.
Ichinese.
I don't know if you count it as a reaching base if you hit a home run or not. Nick Ichinese will be the batter. Pitch taken inside and low for a ball. There was another father-son radio play-by-play duel that did the Cincinnati Reds games for a long time, and I can't recall the name at the moment. Runner on first base, 2 down. Pitch taken outside. That's going to bug me the entire night. The father part of the father-son duel did Reds radio probably for 40 years on WLW radio. Fastball taken low, ball 3. Brenneman, that's the name, Brenneman. I think Marty might have been the dad and Bob the son maybe, but it's the Brennemans. 3-0 pitch on the way. Taken high, it was over but out of the zone, ball 4. That literally was going to bug me the entire night. 2 down in the inning. Massey able to retire the first 2 hitters he faced. And Joseph Watts reached with a solid single to left. Ichinez walked.
Number 11, Austin Rubago.
2 runners on base. Austin Rubago will hit after this timeout for the visit to the mound. Hendrix leading this game 9-0 over the Eagles. We'll be back in just a moment. Pitching change for the Eagles. Coming on the right-hander, Joseph Harden. Harden is making his second appearance on the season. He inherits a tough situation, 2 outs in the inning, but the Warriors have 2 runners on base. Harden, normally an infielder, he's from Mountain Home, Arkansas. Runners take off, and, well, one of the runners takes off, and I think the runner at first might have missed the sign. Normally in that situation, if one goes, so does the other. Well, actually, I think Ichinez, the runner at first, broke, and I went back to the base. I don't think he felt like he got a good jump. Pitch was taken for a ball. Next offering from Harden. Fastball. Evens the count at a ball and a strike. Yeah, I happened to be looking at Ichinez at first, and he started to break and then came back. I suspect he wasn't comfortable with the jump that he got. Runners at the corners, 2 down in the inning. Now Ichinez takes off. They throw through. They don't execute it the way they thought they would, and the throw goes into center field. And the run will score. Both Garcia and Kuhn were at the base. Looked like the throw was right on the base. I'm not sure how you score that. We're gonna have to get an official decision on that, but a run does score. Pitch taken low. Let's see, was that a right-handed batter? Because if that's a right-handed batter, the second baseman probably should have been covering. But he came up in front of the base. I would give him the error.
They said it was a throwing error because nobody touched it. The second baseman.
But it's right over the base.
No, I totally agree with you. I saw it.
That's it, yeah. But, like, on technicality, neither of them touched it out there, so.
It hit the base.
That's interesting. I don't know. I'm glad you said that because I don't know how to score.
I don't either. 3-2 pitch, ground ball towards second. Fielded by Kuhn. He'll throw across the diamond for the 3rd out of the inning, but the Warriors pick up another run. They leave 1 runner on base. There was a hit in the inning, and there was an Eagle error somewhere. We'll figure out where when we come back. The Warriors lead this game 10-0 going to the bottom of the 4th.
Ben Matos.
New pitcher into the game for the Warriors, number 17, J.D. Nichols. Right-hander, 6 foot tall, 206 pounds, from Lakeland, Tennessee. He'll be on. He works out of the stretch. Ben Matos will lead it off. Eagles trail at 10-0. Boy, that pitch had a lot of bend to it. Misses for a ball. That pitch looked like it started out over the outside corner and then curved all the way inside. Nicholas's second offering swung on. Fly ball toward left. This might drop. It is going to be at least one. Matos will round first and hold there as Shaw hustled over to pick it up. That ball had a lot of English on it. At least that's what you would call it if you were a pool player.
Right fielder, number 2, Tabor Childs.
So the Eagles get the leadoff runner on via the base hit. Fourth hit of the game for the Eagles. Tabor Childs will step in. Warriors lead at 10-0. Nicholas brings it home. J.D. catches the outside corner for a called strike. J.D. Nichols just sounds like a pitcher, doesn't it?
Okay, that's okay. Yes.
Runner at first for the Eagles. Reach via the base hit. That's Ben Matos. Second pitch, a called strike. So that will even the count at a ball and a strike. Matos leads away from first. Tabor Childs will get a 1-1 pitch from J.D. Nichols, taken up and in. Tabor kind of coolly let that pitch go by. If it had nicked him, he would have taken the base, but he didn't panic. 1-ball, 2-strike pitch coming now. Base runner leads away. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. And that's not my opinion. That's what the umpire said. 3-1 pitch coming. Ben Matos led the inning off with a hit. He leads away now. That pitch also taken inside. Now it's a 2-2 pitch. Okay. I was off on my count. It's 3-2 now. Okay. That's all right. Pitch taken outside for ball 4. So the Eagles get the first 2 runners on. Matos via the hit. Childs via the walk. And Rene Garcia will be the hitter after the pitching coach for the Warriors comes out to kind of settle down J.D. Nichols a little bit. Eagles are hitting in the bottom of inning number 4. They trail this game 10-0, and we'll be back in just a moment. For the second inning in a row, the Eagles get the first 2 runners on base. Home half of the 4th, Rene Garcia will step in, still batting left-handed against the righty Nichols. First pitch, catches the corner, called strike. Eachinez, the shortstop, really playing close to second base. Matos leads away, swung on ground ball toward the center field hole, and it's through for a base hit. Matos comes around third. He's coming home. Throw misses the cutoff man, and the Eagles are on the scoreboard. Rene Garcia with a base hit and an RBI.
Left fielder, number 42, Langdon Townsend.
Tabor Childs makes it to third. Matos scored the first Eagle run of the game. And Langdon Townsend will be the hitter. Runners at the corner now for the Eagles. Townsend drew a walk in his first at bat. He'd like to put it in play. Base runner from first goes, and the Warriors do not even throw through. So Garcia will go to second on the stolen base. Ten to 1, Hendrix with the lead. Eagles with a couple of runners in scoring position now for Townsend. Swung on and missed. Strike 2 count. The Eagle left fielder. He's made one sparkling defensive play in this game. 10-1. Eagles trail, but battling. Nichols brings it home, fouled out of play to the right side. By the way, it was about 70 degrees when we started this game, but with the sun going down, it'll start getting chilly in a hurry. Well, let's see what J.D. Nichols offers up on 0-2 with 2 runners on base. Eagles at third and second. Curveball, again fouled out of play. Townsend spoiled a good one there. That's one of those pitches you're hoping you can foul it out of play, so maybe you can get one you can put in play. Good job of hitting. Another 0-2 offering. Fastball pulled. Race runner from third comes in on the pass ball, and he'll dive safely into home plate. Guthrie got back there quickly to get the ball. Nichols got to the plate to cover, but good base running as the Eagles score. So Child scores the second run of the inning, and Garcia will advance to third on the wild pitch. Count is a ball and 2 strikes now. Second run of the inning for the Eagles. Have a runner at third with nobody out. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Might have got a piece of it, but the catcher, Guthrie, held on to it.
Catcher number 6, Britton Smith.
Second strike out of the game by Warriors pitching, and 1 down in the inning. Britton Smith will be the hitter. One down, runner at third. Eagles need to pick him up. Strike called. Eagles have 2 runs home, but you have the runner at third base with nobody out. Really want to pick him up. Next pitch by Nichols, swung on and missed. That pitch had a lot of movement on it. No balls, 2 strikes here. J.D. Nichols needs a strikeout for his Warriors. Eagles need a ball in play. Infield defense conceding the run. Next pitch taken for strike 3. Fake throw to third. Base runner dives back in, but there's now 2 down in the inning. Called strike is the second out. Third strike out of the game.
Second base, number 11, Joseph Kuhn.
Eagles need a 2-out base hit. Joseph Kuhn, who got a base hit in the last inning, he'll step in and bat. J.D. Nichols trying to work out of trouble with minimal damage. First pitch of the at-bat. Curveball over the outside corner. I guess maybe it just took a couple of hitters for Nichols to warm up, because now he's kind of putting the ball right where he wants it. 0-1 pitch. On the way. Swung on and missed. 0-2. Rene Garcia would really love to come sprinting home to pick up that third run of the inning. Joseph Kuhn down on the count 0-2. He's going to have to battle. Protect the plate. Swung on, and he did just that. Fouled it off. Fouled off a good pitch. Two runs on 2 hits in this inning. Three Eagles have reached base. 2 of them have scored. 0-2 pitch coming with 2 down. Low and outside. Guthrie with a nice job, keeping that one from going to the backstop. Now, just because a ball goes to the backstop here doesn't mean it's an automatic run, because that's not a long way back. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch coming now. 2 down in the inning. Runner at third. Nichols deals, swung on and missed. All 3 outs of the inning via the strikeout. Eagles score 2 runs, 2 base hits, 1 runner left on base. We will go to the top of the 5th. Eagles now trail this game 10-2. Back in just a moment.
Many people will experience orthopedic or spine issues in their lifetime, and the pain that goes along with that can make you feel, well, like a shadow of yourself. At the new Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, we are dedicated to providing Arkansans with a brighter future they deserve.
Before my surgery, I was in excruciating pain, but thanks to UAMS Health, I'm now pain-free, and I'm planning my next big trip.
Choose UAMS Health for a better state of health.
"10-2 the score. The Eagles on the scoreboard with 2 runs in the last inning. Joseph Harden back out onto the mound to face Nolan, the leadoff hitter, and he fouls off the first pitch he sees in this at bat. I have Zane Nolan as 2 for 2, a single and a double, and then got down a sacrifice bunt. That double was a leg-it out double, too. He showed good hustle. Harden brings it home. Pitch is over but high. Evens the count at a ball and a strike. From beautiful Lonnie R. Qualls Field as the sun sets down behind us over the soccer pitch. Speaking of pitch, this one taken for a strike. A ball and 2 strikes to the Warrior leadoff hitter. And the umpire steps away from behind the plate. Harden back up on the mound now. Right-hander brings the ball to his glove and comes set at the belt. 1-2 pitch coming to Zane Nolan. Swing, strike 3. Nolan going after the high heat, could not catch up to it, and there's 1 down in the inning.
Second baseman, number 46, Drake Job.
Second strikeout of the game for Eagle pitching. Drake Job will be the next hitter. 10-2, Warriors lead it. Fastball over the corner for strike 1. Well, what you would really like if you're an Eagle fan to see Harden do is to get the Warriors down 1-2-3 and get his offense back up and hitting while they've got some momentum. 0-1 pitch, bends right over the outside corner for 0-2. One down, nobody on. 0-2 pitch. Swung on, ground ball. Garcia charges, gets a good hop, fires across, and there's 2 down in the inning. Garcia with the second out of the inning takes care of Drake Job, and Owen Shaw will be the batter.
Left fielder, number 13, Owen Shaw.
Left-handed batter has a base hit. He's walked twice. 2 down in the inning. Warriors with a 10-2 lead. Swung on, fly ball out of play to the left side. Lots of distance, but it was foul the whole way. And once again, Joseph Harden is ahead in the count. Townsend with a long run to give that a look just in case it stayed foul. So Eagle pitcher Harden stepped off. Now he's back ready to go with the defense where it needs to be. 0-1 pitch coming to Shaw. Calls strike 2. And just like the last pitcher for the Warriors, suddenly Joseph Harden has found the groove. 0-2 pitch coming. Curveball taken for a ball. I wasn't sure on that one. That was close. 1-2 pitch coming now. 2 down in the inning. Nobody on base. Top of the 5th. That ball slipped out of his hand. Well, I could say that. Bob Euchre would say that was just a bit outside. You'll get a lot of major league references in my play-by-play if you hadn't noticed. 2-2 pitch coming. Taken inside. Pitch. Missed outside. Ball 4 as Shaw takes the base.
Catcher number 10, Ian Guthrie.
I don't think, no, Eagle pitching has yet to retire Hendrix in order. Ian Guthrie, the catcher, has a grand slam home run, then retired his next 2 at-bats. He's 1 for 2, but that one is big. Runner at first with 2 down. Fastball taken outside for a ball. Joseph Harden has his signal. Comes set as he works out of the stretch. 1-0 pitch. Nope, instead of throw to first. One-0 offering now with 2 down. Harden induces a high fly ball toward right field. Childs back, now settles under it, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Warriors get no runs, no base hits. There was 1 runner left on base. We will go to the home half of the 5th with the Eagles trailing the Warriors 10-2.
Third base, number 29, Mason Bradley.
Leading off for the Eagles in the home half of the 5th, Mason Bradley. Then back around to the top of the order to Connor Reed, and then Colin May facing the new pitcher, Cooper Carlton for the Warriors. Right-hander comes set out of the stretch. Fastball, fly ball toward right field. Right fielder tracking back to the warning track and then makes the catch. Good play by Nolan as he tracked that all the way. Bradley gave it a ride, but could not get it over the head of Nolan in right field. 1 out of the inning. Second appearance of the season for Cooper Carlton. His first one, he ended up with a 2.7 earned run average.
Reed.
He pitched 3 innings in that ball game. 3 1/3, actually. Next hitter for the Eagles, Connor Reed, against Carlton. Brings it home. Strike. As tittygrams are being thrown at me.
No, I'll throw one at you too if you want.
Fun at the old ballpark. Stephen Glenn here at Gleniar Qualls Field. Eagles trail at 10-2. 1 down in the inning. Pitch taken low and in the dirt. Bounces away, so the umpire puts a new one in play. 1 ball, 1 strike to count on Connor Reed. Colin May would be the next hitter. And then Ben Matos would love to hit this inning to get something rolling for the Eagles. 1-1 pitch, swung on, ground ball toward second base. Joe backhands it, throw across the diamond, close and safe at first base. That might have been a play where Joe being that deep at second base may have cost him. Good hustle play by Connor Reed to beat it out.
First base, number 17, Colin May.
Yeah, that ball was very, very deep at second base. And Connor Reed, the center fielder, legged it out, so he's on first. Eagles' 6th hit of the ball game. 2 runs on 6. Colin May wait to see a pitch because the first one throw to first on a pickoff attempt. Connor Reed was way out there. Might have been a one-way lead, though. He might have got a huge lead, but was coming back to first the whole way to kind of measure him. Now they try to catch Connor stretching out, and again he dives back safely. Cooper Carlton yet to make an offering to the first baseman of the Eagles, Colin May. Runner at first. Swung on, line drive toward the gap in left center field. It's down and goes to the wall. That'll be a ground rule double as it bounces over, and that's going to cost the Eagles a run. With the rule I hate worse than any rule in baseball, the runner Reed has to hold at third. He was off when the ball was hit, and he'd have scored standing up, and I actually think Colin May would have had a chance for a triple. But that is the rule. Doesn't mean I have to like it.
Designated hitter number 28, Ben Matos.
So a clean double will move Reed to second base. 1 down in the inning, Ben Matos will hit. 2 runners in scoring position for the Eagle left-handed batter. Pitch taken low and in the dirt. Guthrie with a good stop. Ball 1. 10-2, Warriors with the lead as we play in the bottom of the 5th. Cooper Carlton comes set. He'll bring it home. Check swing. Did he go around? He did. Check swing. He did not go around. And it's a 2-0 count. Matos will look for something he can drive here. Hendrix defense playing pickoff play at second. Runner dives back safely. The runner at third base, Reed, holds. May dove back in safely. Ichinez, the shortstop, took the throw. Now backs up to where he's almost playing right straight up the middle. They very much play Matos to pull. 2-0 pitch coming. Swung on, fouled out of play. Matos had one he liked. Couldn't quite catch up to it. Are shifts allowed in college now? They still are, aren't they?
You just can't have 3 people on the same side.
Okay. All right. So that is as far to his left as Ichinez can go. Ichinez. He cannot get on the other side. Swung on. Long foul to the left side. That's the rule in the major leagues. Although the rule is somewhat different because in the big leagues, all of your defenders have to be on the dirt. This is as much as a shift as the Warriors can play. 2 on for the Eagles, 1 down, 2-2 pitch. Swung on, grounded toward the hole. First baseman Pope fields it onto the pitcher for the out. But the run does score for the Eagles. Connor Reed scores. RBI on the fielder's choice. Colin May goes to third.
Right fielder number 2, Tabor Childs.
Tabor Childs, the hitter. Second out of the inning as the Warriors happy to trade a run for an out. Their lead is now 10-3. Bottom of the 5th. Runner at third. Tabor Childs, the batter. First offering to him taken just outside for a ball. Childs has walked and scored a run in this game. He went to second on a wild pitch and then scored on the base hit from Garcia. 10-3 game. Carlton the pitcher. brings home the 1-0 pitch. Swung on, high fly ball towards center field. Watts says, I've got it, and he does. So the Eagles do pick up a run. There were 2 base hits in the inning and 1 runner left on base. We will go to the top of the 6th. Eagles trail 10-3. Back in just a moment.
Carpenter and Watts.
Pope, Carpentier, and Joseph Watts will be the first 3 hitters.
First baseman, number 20, Sean Pope.
Joseph Harden back for his 2nd inning of work. 10-3. Eagles trail this game. Warriors have 10 runs on 11 hits. U of O with 3 runs on 8 hits. First pitch taken for a ball. Harden brings it home, swung on and missed. Harden's got a lively fastball. It's got some late movement on it. If he gets it in the zone, it's not easy to catch up with. 1-1. Hits him. So the base runner Pope will reach first on the hit by a pitch. Designated hitter number 6, Jacob Carpentier, will be the batter. Came into this game an even 300 hitter. Pope, the runner at first base, takes his lead. Fastball taken out of the zone for a ball. Top of the 6th inning, Joseph Harden on in relief. Runner goes from first. Throw from his knees, and he is out at second base. Britton Smith with a strike to second base. And the base runner Pope is retired. 2-4 on the caught stealing. Pitch was out of the zone, but a good throw. Britton Smith from his knees threw it all the way to second on a strike. Swung on, lifted high to the right side. May chasing it to the dugout, just runs out of room. If he'd have had 4 or 5 more steps to the dugout, he'd have caught that because he was tracking it all the way. Just ran out of room. Erased on a good throw on the caught stealing from Britton Smith. Carpentier, the curveball there, got it but fouled it off. (10-3), Warriors with the lead. 2-2 pitch. Fastball out of the zone. Full count again, 3-2. One out of the inning. 3-2 pitch coming to Jacob Carpenter. Swung on, fouled off to the right side. We'll do it again. Pretty good battle here between the Eagle pitcher, Joseph Harden, and the DH for the Warriors, Jacob Carpentier. My apologies. Carpentier will get another 3-2 offering. Pitch taken over the outside corner, called strike 3. 2 down in the inning. Third strikeout of the ball game for Eagle pitching.
Center fielder number 5, Joseph Watts.
Joseph Watts will be the next hitter. He had a solo home run in the first inning, had a single, and scored a run in the fourth. He's 2 for 3. Joseph Watts steps in, left-hander. First offering to him lifted toward the left side. Bradley, the third baseman, tracking it. That might have been a fair ball, but it won't matter as Bradley catches it for the out. No runs, no base hits, and thanks to the caught stealing, nobody left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th with the Eagles trailing the Warriors by a score of 10-3. Josh, could we possibly dim the lights in here a little bit? It's getting real hard for me to see.
You just hold it a little bit, like slide, like very gently. It goes.
Like how Hope?
No, not that.
Slide, a little slide.
No. Oh, jeez. Here, let me mess with it.
How do you do it again, Hope?
Yeah.
Hope, how do you do it again? Slide.
Let it go. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. Hey, you had to get the electric slide in there. I believe that's the first time in the ballgame the Eagles have retired the Hendrix offense in order.
Shortstop. number
Took a caught
27,
stealing, but they got it done.
Garcia.
Eagles trail this game by a score of 10-3. Rene Garcia will lead things off in the bottom of the 6th, facing Cooper Carlton on in relief. Garcia takes a fastball over the outside corner, strike 1 leading off the inning. Carlton back on the bump. Next pitch swung on, fouled straight back. Garcia was on it, but just a little bit low. He had it timed. Garcia has 2 hits in this ball game. He's 2 for 2. Down on the count here, no balls, 2 strikes. Carlton has his sign, brings it home. Taken over but low for a ball. That was close. A ball and 2 strikes to Garcia leading off the center. Rene Garcia, the shortstop, gets a 1-2 offering and lines it towards center field. Watts closing, and he'll make the catch. That ball hung up just a little bit. Allowed out. And good play in center field by Watts. He got a clean jump on that ball.
Left fielder number 42, Langdon Townsend.
Langdon Townsend will be the next hitter, the right-hander. Left fielder, where is number 42? Cooper Carlton with his first offering to Townsend from out of the stretch. Fastball taken over the outside corner, strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch coming. Swung on, lifted toward right, but it'll be out of play. Strike 2. Hey, Ozarks staff, students, and visitors, let me tell you about something good. Sonic here in Clarksville is offering a 10% discount if you will just mention Ozarks when you go by there. 0-2 pitch coming. Townsend took it off the plate outside. Ball and 2 strikes. 10-3 Warriors lead. It's getting late for the Eagle offense. Some good pitching in this game by Hendrix. Carpenter brings it home, swung on, ground ball. Job fields it cleanly at second, and the throw to first beats Townsend by a step for the second out of the inning. By the way, both teams have also played some pretty good defense in this game. There have been a couple of really good catches by both outfields. And
number 6, Bretton Smith.
Officially no errors, as every play except one has been made, maybe two. But still, that's pretty good defense. Britton Smith, the catcher, will step in. He's 0 for 2 in the game. Swings and misses the first offering from Cooper Carlton. Cole Joyner started this game. He was relieved by J.D. Nicholas, and now Cooper Carlton on the hill. Pitch on the way, swung on, ground ball towards short. Ichinez across the diamond records the third out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base for the Eagles. We'll go to the top of the 7th. Warriors lead this game by a score of 10-3. Out of the bullpen in relief for the Eagles, number 37, Roman Giordano, 5'11" righty. He is a freshman from Lathrop, California. Where's Lathrop?
Central
It's in the center part of the state. Okay.
Fresno. You know Fresno. I mean, Fresno's more knowable than...
Giordano making his third appearance on the year. 675 is his earned run average. He is credited with an inning and a third of work. Again, that's what these midweek games are about. Get some action for some of the guys who don't always get to play over the weekends. Giordano has looks like he's going to work out of the windup. He will face Ichinez, Robago, and back around to the top of the order, Zane Nolan. Top of the 7th as the Warriors lead at 10-3. The new pitcher, Giordano, continues his warm-ups. Let's see what his fastball looks like here. Well, it throws hard. That fastball was in the zone. Throw through to Garcia, the shortstop. And we are ready to get the top of the 7th going.
Number 19, Nick Ichinez.
Ichinez, Robago, and Nolan, the first 3 hitters for the Warriors. Ichinez, I have him as 1 for 2. Scored a run. First pitch out of the zone, ball 1. And Giordano throws hard. There's no question about that. That fastball has some life to it. One 0 pitch coming. Swung on, line drive. That's going to get down for at least 1. Childs over to cut it off. The base runner hoarding for second base. Strong throw coming in, but he'll be safe at second. Ichinez was thinking double right out of the box on the ball right down the line.
Third base, number 11, Austin Robago.
Austin Robago will be the next hitter. I show him as 2 for 3. He has scored a run. 10-3, Eagles trail. Giordano comes set. brings it home. Fastball over the outside corner. Ichinez was late on that one, but he hit it where they ain't. Hit it right down the right field line. Childs did everything he could to cut it off, but the runner able to stretch it into a double nonetheless. 0-1 pitch coming. Bounced in the dirt. Smith comes up with it and keeps the base runner Ichinez from advancing. Ichinez started to take off and then thought better of it as Smith kept the ball in play. One ball, one strike. Two balls and one strike. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Foul down the left field line. It will be out of play. So another 2-2 pitch coming. Robago fouled off a good pitch to stay alive. Another 2-2 pitch coming from Roman Giordano. Robago looks at a pitch. Did it hit him? It did not. Runner around second on the wild pitch. He's coming home, and he'll make it safely. Runner scores from second base on a wild pitch. That's not something you see every day. And that pitch makes it a 3-2 count. Nobody on base now. That is the 11th run of the game for Hendrix. They got off to a quick start of the first couple of innings, first 3 innings. And they have not looked back. 3-2 pitch coming. Base is empty. Nobody. Down, line drive towards the gap in left field, and it's down and rolls to the wall. Robago digging for second. He'll stay there as the Eagles get it back in, but it's another double for the Warriors. Their second hit of the inning. That ball was trouble off the bat.
Right fielder number 3, Zane Nolan.
Zane Nolan will be the hitter. Roman Giordano has a runner at second base. He'll work out of the stretch. Nolan has had a good night. Giordano's first pitch shows bunt, takes it high. Ball 1. Nolan with a double and a single. He has struck out, and he has scored 2 runs. 2 for 3. 1-0 pitch coming to Zane Nolan. Fastball low in the dirt. Smith makes the stop. That's a 2-0 pitch coming. Eagles trail it 11-3. Nobody out on the inning. 1 run home already for the Warriors. They have a runner in scoring position at second. Giordano brings it home. Swung on. Fouled out of play. Kind of a defensive swing there by Nolan. That ball might have hit him if he hadn't fouled it off. Two ball, 1 strike count. Austin Robago is the base runner at second base. Warriors have 2 doubles in this inning. Here comes the 2-1 pitch from Giordano. Ground ball toward the hole, right field. May comes up with it. Giordano late covering, and the runner will be safe at first, and then the overthrow will allow the base runner to score. I would assume we're going to call that an infield hit.
Drake Job to plate.
12-3, Hendrick leads it. Drake Job will be the hitter. Nolan takes his lead from first. Giordano throws to check on him, and he dives back in safely. Pitch taken over the inside corner for a called strike. Drake Job, the batter, has a runner on first base. 12-3 Warriors lead it. Another offering from Giordano. The runner is going. Smith, throw to second, is not in time. The stolen base moves Nolan into scoring position. Pitch was taken for the ball, and it evens the count at 1-1. 2 runs on 3 hits in the inning. Eagles defense yet to retire a Warrior hitter. Runner at second base is Zane Nolan. Drake Job, the batter. He'll get a 1-1 offering. Fastball taken inside off the plate. Ball 2. Owen Shaw, the next batter for the Warriors. Let's see how things come out for Drake Job. He's ahead of the count 2-1. Roman Giordano brings it home. Fastball low and in the dirt. Another good stop by Smith to prevent an advance. They're stirring down in the Eagle bullpen. Three balls, 1 strike to count. Giordano needs to throw a strike here. They sneak in behind the base runner, but he's back. Pitch on the way, taken outside for a ball. And Owen Shaw will be the next hitter. The Eagles just now stretching out in the bullpen, see if they get somebody up here momentarily.
Number 13, Owen
Coach
Shaw.
For the Eagles is going to head for the mound. Nobody out in the inning, 2 runners on base. And I believe we are getting a pitching change here. Game is in the bottom or the top of the 7th. Eagles trail it 12-3. We're back in just a moment.
You did right. It's just I didn't look down there.
New pitcher on for the Eagles is number 16, Darren Crane, a 5'8" right-hander. He is a junior from Willis, Texas. He comes into the game with 2 runners on base. Squaring to bunt, runners head for third. Throw goes into left field, and 1 run will score. And the runner from first around to third on the overthrow. So Zane Nolan able to score on the play. Makes it a 13-3 ball game. Pitch taken high for a ball. So Nolan scores on the overthrow. And Job goes to third. Still nobody out in the inning. Eagles trail at 13-3, and the defense comes in on the infield to try to cut down the runner at the plate. Pitch taken inside for a ball. Owen Shaw, the hitter. He'll get a look at a 2-0 offering from Darren Crane, the Eagle pitcher, just into the ball game. Big righty brings it home. Pitch over the outside corner for a called strike. Warriors by 10, 13-3. Eagle defense in for play at the plate. 3-1 count on the hitter, Owen Shaw. Swung on, check swing. He went around, evens the count at 3-2. Eagles could use a strikeout here. Crane has his sign. Guthrie is on deck. Curveball taken out of the zone for ball 4.
Catcher number 10, Ian Guthrie.
So runners at first and third for Ian Guthrie. Defense will drop back to double play depth. Runner at first is Shaw. At third is Drake Job. Here comes the pitch. Taking a ball to turn it and get out of the inning. Now the batter shows bunt, takes the pitch. Runner from first takes off, and they let him have the base. Stolen base by Owen Shaw. Now 2 runners in scoring position. And Ian Guthrie, the man who hit a grand slam, squares to bunt, pulls it back. Pitch gets away, but Smith able to scramble after it and prevent anyone from scoring. Boy, that's scary if you're charging for a bunt from first and third, and the hitter pulls the bat back, and he's ready to wail away. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 on, and once again Guthrie initially showing bunt, brings it back again, swung on and missed. Strike 2. Third baseman Bradley could have handed a football to the batter Guthrie. He was so close. If the ball had been hit, he'd have 0 time to react. Here comes a 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Third strikeout of the game as Guthrie goes down swing hitter. Warriors have 2 runs on 3 hits in this inning. There has been an Eagle error. 13-3. Our visitors from Conway lead it. And once again they show the bunt and they pull it back and swung on and missed. That must have been a safety squeeze. Runner at third base with 1 out. Drake Job takes his lead away from third. 0-1 pitch coming. Missed. Ball 1. Ball and a strike to Sean Pope. He was hit by a pitch in his last at bat and then thrown out at second trying to steal. Fouled out of play. Got a piece of it, but it went foul. Crane could use the strikeout here with runners at second and third. 1 out in the inning by May. Throws to the plate, and the runner is out at home. Good. And Pope will reach first base on the fielder's choice.
Designated hitter number 6.
Now 2 down in the inning. Called strike to Jacob Carpentier. 13-3. Hendrix leads this. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, taken high. A ball and a strike. Again, a nice play by the Eagle defense. May had to charge that ball, made a good throw to the plate. Good off-balance throw. Carpentier will get a look at a 1-1 pitch. Outside of the zone, ball 2. Carpentier is the 8th man to bat in the inning. Runners at the corner. 2-1 pitch coming with 2 down. Swung on, fouled out of play. Evens the count at 2-2.
Josh, is it dark out there?
2-2 pitch coming now with 2 down in the inning. 2 runners on. They're at first and third. Darren Crane brings it home, swung on and missed. It's in the dirt. Smith tracks it down. His throw to first hits the base runner, and a run will score.
E2 or no? Two's the catcher. E2.
No, that's into.
So the bases are loaded as they score on the, or excuse me, 2 runners on, I should say.
Joseph Watts at the plate for the Warriors.
Owen Shaw scored on the play. Joseph Watts, the first hitter in the inning, takes a called strike 1. Next pitch, taken for a ball. 1-1 count. Darren Crane, the pitcher for the Eagles, he brings it home. Fastball swung out of play, fouled back. Joseph Watts, the 9th man to hit in this inning for the Warriors. One-two pitch coming from Crane. Pitch low and in the dirt. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Excuse me. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two-two pitch coming now from Darren Crane with 2 outs. Taken outside. (14-3). Hendrix with the lead as the Warriors hit in the top of the 7th. Swung on. High fly ball down the third base line is out of play. Another 3-2 pitch coming. Pitch on the way. Taken for ball 4.
This is the 10th batter, right? Jeez. Okay, we got shortstop number 19, Nick Ichenese.
Nick Ichenese will be the hitter. He started this inning off with a double. He is the 10th batter as the Warriors bat around. Fastball, ground ball toward first. May up with a clean lead to the pitcher Crane covering, and the inning is over on the putout. But the Warriors score 4 runs, and they lead this game 14-3. Eagles come up to bat in the bottom of the 7th when we return after this timeout.
Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones growing our food, to those putting it on everyone's plate. The ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Our Best believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Our Best Bank, we believe.
Pinch hitter for the Eagles will lead off the inning. Batting for U of O is number 18, Philip Fasting.
Philip Fasting is the pinch hitter.
Fasting will get a chance to pinch hit. Cooper Carlton back to the mound. I would assume Fasting will go in to play second base if we get that far. First pitch taken outside for a ball. Fasting hits a ground ball toward third field and throw across the diamond. Good play by Rabago, and the pinch hitter Fasting is retired. Mason Bradley will be the next hitter, the third baseman. 14-3. Warriors lead this game. Eagles hitting in the home half of the seventh. First pitch to Bradley. Taken out of the zone for a ball. 1-0 pitch coming. Cooper Carlton has been good in relief. Second pitch here to Bradley, taken for a called strike. Eagles need base runners. Trail at 14-3. One pitch coming with one down in the inning. Nobody on base. Check swing. Called strike. I don't know if the batter Bradley checked his swing or not. I believe the umpire called the pitch a strike. So a 1-2 offering coming with one down in the inning. Fastball low and in the dirt. Evens the count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. Connor Reed would be the next hitter, but I think there is a pinch hitter in the on-deck circle. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 is the second out of the inning. Next hitter for the Eagles coming off the bench is number 23, Maxon Bichet. He's a 5'8" sophomore from Springdale, former Bulldog.
23, Kimo Bisha.
Kimo Bisha, the batter. His first pitch to him is taken for a ball. Strike called. My apologies. Kimo Bisha, the batter. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. 2 down in the inning. 14-3. Warriors lead it. Pitch swung on and missed. Evens the count out of ball and a strike with 2 down in the inning. Cooper Carlton has been good out of the pen for the Warriors. He brings home a 1-2 pitch, taken outside. Evens the count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. (14-3). Hendrix with the lead. Pitch taken, fouled out of play. Bisha remains alive. Now, I will tell you, we do not know for sure in the press box whether we have a run rule or not. We suspect we do because this would be a travel day for Hendrix. They've got to go back to Conway tonight and have class in the morning probably. 2-2 pitch coming. Check swing. He went around. The catcher Guthrie picks it up, and that's the ball game. as the Eagles score no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base, as Kimo Bisha strikes out to end the ball game. Warriors will win this one by a final of 14-3. I believe it will be J.D. Nichols the winner. J.D. Nichols will be the winning pitcher in the ball game. Eagles starter Yasir Camaño will take the loss. With the victory, Warriors now improve to 13-15. With that loss, the Eagles fall to 12-17. Next action will be back here at Qualls Field. That will be a Friday ball game. Is that a doubleheader? It will play 2 games on Friday, so we'd love to see you here. Again, the Eagles fall short 14-3. I'm Stephen